new September SUPERVIVE playtest means a big new patch, so we are going to run through the update and run it through fast and look at the stuff that actually matters. You can find the full patch in the description, so let's get right to it. First up, perhaps the biggest change this patch are the changes they are doing to equipment. Blades have changed. Instead of giving a flat damage boost to all abilities, it is different depending on the type of blade that it is. Mana blades and tech blades now amplify your abilities, not your left click, and quick blades and vamp blades now amplify your left click and not your abilities. This shouldn't change too much, so it's just good to know. What is going to be important to know now is that when you upgrade any equipment to blue rarity, including your boots, you will be able to choose from a special passive out of 3 different options. Each item has its own unique upgrade paths, so this means over 20 different paths with a ton of different item combos. So this test is your chance to experiment with some wacky combos that you can figure out. The codex that was added to the main menu is an excellent tool to theory craft with when you log in as well, because it shows you what each of the upgrade paths do and where they come from. Possibly the craziest change though is that when you eliminate a team, equipment no longer drops unless it is red. Instead, a mega shard drops that allows each member of the team to upgrade one of their pieces of equipment. Keep in mind that you can drop this shard if you want to make one of your teammates Thanos with 2 blue weapons early in the game. If you find yourself without the equipment you want, you can now buy them at shops around the map for 1,000 gold. It's pretty expensive, but if you're really in a pinch, it's an option you can take. As you can see by the B-roll gameplay on the screen, the HUD is now drastically different and just looks better in my opinion. Gotta love quality of life changes. Apparently they may experiment with customizing your own HUD in the future, so I think this is an excellent step in the right direction. The second biggest change this patch, in my opinion, includes the changes to combat. Every hunter is now slightly more beefy and takes less damage when they are unarmored. Each armor also has 1 more bar than they did in the past. The numbers don't really matter too much, just understand that things die a bit slower. The drop is also pretty weird now. You cannot glide after leaving the ship early, but you do have your own escape pod to fly around. A huge change though is that the backpacks only start with 3 slots and can be upgraded once to 4 slots. That is it. This is a big nerf to jump pad spam, as your Vive Brew takes up 1 of these slots already. This should feel much better at higher levels of play. Every hunter got some big changes with some quality of life changes to Zeph and Shrike, so we are going to highlight the big stuff with a tier list coming out tomorrow. Stay tuned. Every hunter has a new leveling system that gives much more transparent boosts to different stats. The big winners seem to be Bishop and Felix. However, the big dogs from last patch being Celeste, Oath, Zeph, Ghost, and Myth all look like they are staying at the top with no contest unless you want to run a composition with Bishop and Felix to make an Oath's life hell. Read your character of choice in the patch notes and see if you want to switch things up. As we wrap up today's video, some honorable mentions include some crazy good changes to the information you get in the game. Last hitting a creep now plays a clear visual and audio effect, so you never have to guess whether or not you were the team that stole a mob. Super good for early game to know which team will have the advantage in an early fight. Hitting an enemy now highlights them with a red outline, and stunning them will create a different color outline to indicate that. This will make the game feel so much better and leave out questions of what the hell is going on. Honestly, I think this patch makes it really clear to me that they are getting closer to a release of the game, especially since the UI is just so much better. I don't really care about the balance if the game is more fun and less frustrating to play, so I give this patch a big boom. I give this patch a W patch because of that, so I hope you're all enjoying it too. Make sure to smash the like button to help educate the community on the patch, and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos for this test and future tests as well. But until next time, I've got to peace out and Paz out. I'll see you in the next one.